La gente, ¿cómo están? Bueno, el día de hoy continuamos aquí con más Effect 3, así que vamos a... Sí. Creo que el máximo es 5.000 metros. No sé si puedo pasar por acá o tengo que pasar por algún lado aquí.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
O sea, vamos 3.000
Shutting down all non-critical systems to
metros
preserve remaining
bajo el
power.
agua, ¿no?
Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
Ahora estamos solos aquí.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Entonces la presión está mal ahí, porque o puede ser que esté bien, porque es la presión, no la profundidad. Sí. Se supone que por acá, ¿no? El problema es que subir yo creo que lo veo bien difícil, la verdad.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Y aquí está la última caída ya. Vamos a bajar harto, diría. Sigue bajando.
Can't see anything just yet.
Sigue bajando la presión. Me acuerda mucho a Below Zero o... ¿Cómo se llamaba el otro juego? No me acuerdo.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
Encuentra al Leviatán.
What is that? I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan, what's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You can help us win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. sovereign. The fall of the collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to our will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning, no reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter, only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger.
Quiero escuchar todo, la verdad.
Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly. That is not enough.
Lol.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
En cierto modo tiene razón Shepard, o sea, igual va a morir este tipo. Aunque ellos lo hayan creado, digamos, ellos crearon a los segadores. O a los recolectores, ¿no? Como quieran llamarlo. Son varios.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Nos van a ayudar así. Qué locura, ¿eh?
Commander is back. Pilot, what is your status?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Mira ese monstruo ahí cayendo.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound.
A ver, después ver de estos leviatanes. Veamos. Veamos. Ah, lo apagaron. Agüita.
Commander, wake up. He's freezing.
Una locura,
You
¿eh?
all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back.
What happened down there?
We found it. It's real. And a lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us. And it's gonna help fight.
It sounds like an impressive accomplishment.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Bajo presión, dice.
Commander, I finished reading your
Descubrir una
report.
antigua secreta.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
O sea, digamos que se supone que van a pelear, pero no tengo idea, la verdad, si me preguntan. Alienígenas, ¿no? 400 me da eso. O sea, igual estamos sobre. Ya estamos sobre, digamos. Hace rato que estamos sobre lo que necesitamos, pero por lo menos esa misión ya desaparece de acá, la verdad. Ahora lo que faltaría ahora, gente, es ver esto, porque lo ideal sería a ver, escuadrón casa get se activa automáticamente al completar la misión principal. Acorazado get. ¿Y yo qué misiones tengo? Porque rancho escuadrón de casa get. Ok, rancho. Tenemos que hacer estas dos, almirante Coris y escuadrón de casa get, antes de hacer la otra misión. Les da lo mismo, la verdad. Es como que aquí ya esto ya está listo, ya no hay nada que ver. Ahora esto, lo primero que hay que hacer, digamos, es ir a... Desde el mapa de la galaxia de Normandía entra en el velo de Perseus. Velo de Perseus. Ahí ves, allí entra la órbita del planeta Rancho, aterriza en el centro de Conquet. Centro de Conquet, ¿no? Espérenme un segundo, gente. Ya, a ver. O sea, tengo que completar esta misión antes de la otra. Ahora quiero ver el supuesto, este se llama Lanzapicos Gral 1, se llama. Okay. No, el que nosotros estamos usando... Ah, pero esto no tiene nada que ver. Me equivoqué. De aquí está en fusil de antisimético ADAS 1. Macro, fusil de pulso get. Argus. Fusil de pulso get 1. Iria, fusil particular. Lancer 1. No sé, no veo, digamos, la opción que me No veo el fusil que supuestamente desbloqueé, pero... no sé, la verdad.
Commander, it's as we feared. Gas squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
Such a connection is theoretically possible, although highly unusual.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff.
Así que me voy a hacer una cosa, gente. Tengo un poco de hambre. Déjenme ver esto y paro un minuto nada más.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
¿Me dejarán hacer una comida rapidita? Que todos estos videos no me los puedo perder, o sea...
Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged.
No se puede mover.
Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
The sooner this place shuts down, the better.
Yes, create your lives remain at risk. Our goals must be met. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Ya, voy a quedarme ahí un segundo porque quiero ver algo en esta segunda zona. Ahora quiero ver una cosa, porque se supone que cuando estés en la zona del servidor, presta atención a lo que te dice 5 colegio sobre lo que se detectó. La presencia de segadores en que el clúster de datos contiene código sigue avanzando por el camino, pero fíjate en la parte izquierda y examina el punto indicado de los bloques para coger el fragmento de código. Y lo que pasa es que aquí, o sea, en esta misión hay otra misión que es parte de esta. Entonces hay que tener cuidado con eso. Espérame un segundo. A ver, ya, veamos. Disculpen si me demoré, pero es que realmente estoy muerto de hambre y no... A ver, voy a grabar por si acaso, pero...
Establishing connection to access point.
No sé cómo funciona esto, así que... digamos que voy a aprender ahora. No tengo escudos tampoco.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Esto se puede, digamos... No creo que nos lleve a nada a hacer eso. ¿Tendrá algo que ver ahora? ¿Será así realmente? O sea, pareciera que...
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
Tengo que eliminarlo todo. Tenemos que se cargue. Puede que me demore un poco más porque como estoy comiendo.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate.
Esto es parte de una misión de la ciudadela.
presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Están infectados. Ahora no me puedo acercar más.
A Reaper code fragment. Let's see if I can take it along with me.
Ese código tengo que entregarlo en la ciudadela.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI network?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is get. Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01 circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
O sea, ya saqué lo que quería, así que ahora a completar, ¿no? Tendría que ir a la ciudadela después. ¿Y qué hay que hacer acá? ¿Y por qué construirían entonces, digamos, esta vuelta?
You must disrupt the infection of this data cluster to continue.
La... que va a salir otra historia. Yo creo, ¿no? Conectarlo.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. It is still capable of survey.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown connects.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Qué raro, me di la vuelta, ¿no?
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escape jets! They're pinned!
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon!
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Gev following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Have you come under attack, Admiral Ron?
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Some of the fighters have stopped functioning.
Son máquinas.
We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
¿Y cuáles son los puntos? Yo no sabía que podía usarla de esta forma. Yo estuve presionando bastante. Creo que nos queda solamente un punto de...
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
A ver, Déjenme chequear porque la verdad que acá se regenera y...
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
O sea, ya no se, ahí no se puede regenerar tan rápido.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Sí, pero es que en este caso yo no encuentro ningún... Ah, puede ser allá.
Out of the way!
Condensador.
You can't do this to them! I said step away from the gas! This is insane! We need the gas! You can't just destroy them for asking for it!
Está loco.
Time's up! Throw her into the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Y ahora... Igual falta todavía uno allá. Esto es como para saber la historia, ¿no? Una cosa así. Igual tengo que hacerla antes de la otra misión.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Los puntos vulnerables, digamos. Y lo mismo pasa acá.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Siempre hay un punto, digamos, donde...
period during which the creators declared martial law.
Get units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel.
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
¿Habrá otro más? Digo yo. O ya... no se habrá acabado. Porque más que acción es información. Ojo.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outflow is down. Do not engage the gate. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the creator exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You've been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remains of the nodes
O sea, ellos crearon a los Geth. De ahí viene toda la historia, pero no sé por qué los tiene este.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Vamos a volver, ¿no? Pero...
Root access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the port. Disconnect from Mother.
Bueno saberle, bueno saber la historia, ¿no?
Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, how do you feel?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
Son amigos.
They wish to join us.
Even our machines will never be so rational.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
O sea, nos sirve, definitivamente. Ahora, si llegamos a que ambos logren eso.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
O sea, no le contaría nada, honestamente, a ella. Porque...
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes. We do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
I witnessed their history, Admiral. The Reapers sped up the process, but the Geth were always moving this way.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die. After what I saw on that server, I don't know. Maybe there's another option.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
We still haven't gotten a rescue ship to Admiral Kurz.
Can he wait?
We're suffering heavy civilian casualties without him there to organize them. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
No.
Commander,
I gave in
Admiral
to
Hackett's
reckless
available on
behavior
VidCom.
beforehand. The patrol fleet is moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigate.
O sea, créanme que por ahora no voy a atacar porque aquí hay una arma Rancho, por ejemplo, Armen Coris, la nave que transportó el magnético se ha estrellado en Rancho, lo cual deja sin líder flotas civiles terroristas. O sea, necesito hacer esa misión antes de la otra, porque... Ahora, los Gets, digamos, no es mucho la fuerza, ¿no?
So put them back.
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet. And when we're taking fire from both sides, those deaths are on your heads.
Thank you, Commander. It's difficult to keep him in line.
Shepard Commander,
Guardian.
we have re-established a connection with Geth liberated from the server.
What's their status?
We have integrated their programs into this platform's network with minimal difficulties. Your actions have changed their perspective on organics. They also offer gratitude.
Vamos a investigar y sacar esto.
What was interfacing with the Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own and the Creator's attack narrowed the Geth.
You were afraid you'd be...
We do not. That is it.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Esto ya lo hicimos, pero... Los Quarianos, ¿no? Estos son los Quarianos. Los Quarianos quiero saber cuánta fuerza me dan. Los Turianos... Los Quarianos no tengo nada de ellos. Y los Geths tengo algo, pero... No... Gente, yo creo que el día de hoy voy a dejarlo hasta acá. Segunda flota Asadi. Si lo perdiste durante la misión, ese ya está listo. O sea, ahora esto... Este ya está listo igual. Y necesito... Escuadrón de Cazaquet, Rancho, Almirante Coris, es lo que necesito. Ahora, hay una misión que hay que entregar ahora. Después de haber completado la misión principal, secundaria Rancho Almirante Coris, al llegar a la zona de la que tienes que desactivar los datos cañones, dirigirte a la parte izquierda de la segunda. Entonces lo que vamos a hacer es... esto de acá, ¿qué cosa es? Rancho Almirante Coris. Ya, bueno, hay que ir acá primero, yo diría. Antes de ir a la ciudadela. No, realmente lo que importa es una parte de la misión. Pero lo veremos en el próximo episodio. Ya saben, suscríbanse, dejen like, comenten el video, compartan el canal y los veo pronto.